he faced a lot of seaboard events when he was a ship captain, like fires or collision or grounding of the boats. But this made him the wisdom captain he was.
You're watching the Spotlight Network. Starring Hollywood's newsman, Logan Crawford.
They now believe a single member.
He works with TV and film legends. And now, Logan's shining the spotlight on the world's top emerging authors and creators.
International were abducted.
This is Spotlight with Logan Crawford. Streaming on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire TV.
I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on the Spotlight Network, we're exploring a powerful tribute to family, to courage, and legacy. The name of the book we're talking about today is Man of Honor, and it is written by a terrific author. Her name is Eleni Kapatou. This heartfelt story honors the life of Kristos Kapatou, a man whose bravery and love taught those around him what it truly means to be selfless and strong. Man of Honor is more than a biography. It's a universal reflection on sacrifice, family, and the quiet heroes among us. We're delighted to have this very talented author join us here today on Spotlight. We thank the team at Prime 7 Media for helping us put her in the spotlight today. And we ask viewers like you to support authors like her by subscribing to our channel and by purchasing her amazing book. The links are below this interview. Elena, thank you so much for joining me here today.
Hi, Logan. Thank you so much for having me today. It's been an honor to me.
It's an honor to have you on the show. Your father was such an outstanding and brave man. This is a beautiful book that you wrote. Why did you decide to share his story with the world?
I decided to share this story with the world because it's a family story and a human story. Follow Kristos, my father, a poor boy from a small town in Greece, to a ship captain facing global disasters. Explores World War II, post-war in Greece, immigration and seaboard tragedies, and also ties in historical events and family sacrifices. And this is the most important, the family sacrifices, because this generation, there is an emotional gap between fathers and children. And this book aims to close it.
Absolutely. Well, you did a wonderful job writing this book. What do you hope readers take away from this book? What do you hope they learn about your father? What do you hope they learn about your family?
I believe this book will give voice to the sacrifices many fathers make silently, and they will forgive, their children, and the children will see their parents through a lens of compassion and understanding.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So, as I said before, this emotional generational gap will become lesser.
Absolutely, absolutely. Definitely bridges the gap between generations. Definitely bridges the gap between parent and child. Talk to us a little bit about your father's accomplishments and what made him such a great man.
My father was a ship captain, so this was a very difficult occupation for him. He faced a lot of seaboard disasters, like the sinking of SS Heraklion and the oil spill of Amoco Cadiz. These tragedies shaped his character and the view of the sea. That means that seamanship is not just a skill, it's a humility and a responsibility. This created the man he was at the sea and also at home.
Wonderful, wonderful. What was it like writing his story? It must have been kind of wonderful to connect with him again and review his life and think about what he did and think about what he thought and think about his relations with the family and with his crew. Talk to us what it was like exploring his life.
In the beginning, it was not so easy because I missed him, but a little, later.
Yeah, I know. It's hard. Your father's very, very proud of you. I'm sure it was very, very difficult to write at times because you miss him and love him so much. but you did a great job in honoring his memory, no doubt. And I know he's up there and he's watching you and he's very proud.
Thank you, Logan.
Absolutely.
I'm so very,
Absolutely.
very so emotional.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Talk to us about your dad, not as a captain, but as a
Yeah.
father, and what he taught you about life and about how to live it and how to, get through even difficult moments like this one.
Well, he was a very good father, even in difficulties. And I remember a very strong. I strongly remember when I was 7 to 8 years old, while he was sitting next to me and assisting me to a school assignment, not something special, a handwriting or a poetry, but I remember the way he listened to me. So that moment showed the man he was, very strong to the world, but a gentle father at home. And was from the best memories I have.
Wonderful, wonderful. Have you shared this book with your family? Did you talk with them when you were writing it? Did you get some of their stories and some of their input and some of their feelings as well?
Yeah, yes, I have shared this story with my family, and they feel also pride, gratitude, and a sense of peace.
Yeah,
Mm.
absolutely. And the
Yeah.
title is
Yeah,
great. Yeah. Man of honor. I mean, that kind of in one short phrase sums up your dad. Tell us
Mhm.
about selecting that title, Man of Honor.
Well, we selected that tile with the best friend of me, Jordan,
Yeah.
because he knew how much I loved my father, and also he has loved his father.
Yeah.
And so we decided together to give that name to the book. Even if it
Wonderful.
was a biography, we decided, together to give that name. It's a very
Yeah.
good friend and works for the publishing company, but we have become very good friends.
Wonderful, wonderful. Greece is such a storied country, one of the foundations of civilization. The greatest thinkers in the world come from Greece. The greatest people in the world come from Greece. Your dad among them. Talk to us a
Yeah.
little bit about the Greek heritage, the idea of these great philosophers, these great thinkers, these courageous people, how it impacted your dad's life and his
Mhm.
philosophy on life.
Actually, this country is very historic
Mhm.
and ties in all these historical events from the past into the people that live around. So a lot of great people came from Greece. And this affected my father' character and also his point of view about the life. He was a survivor.
Absolutely, absolutely. You're standing on the shoulders of
Greeks are
giants.
survivors. They have a lot of difficulties, but the country
Yeah,
had a lot of difficulties and economical ones.
yeah,
But now they survived.
exactly. Talk to us about your father's voyages, what he did at sea.
Well, he traveled a lot around the world and a lot of again he faced a lot of seaboard events when he was a ship captain, like fires or collision or grounding of the boats, but this made him the wisdom captain he was. The best incident and the most vivaldi that happened was at Zeta town, one of the holiest towns in the world, where his vessel was detained there with the crew. The office did not assisted him very much because they were negotiating about the port clearance and the money that they needed, but they didn't support the crew. So he and his crew took the bold decision to take the boat back home. They brought the vessel here at Piraeus office, and by using low fuel and by navigating by sea currents, and all newspapers wrote about it
Amazing,
here in Greece.
amazing. Yeah.
They
It's
called
a
him a hero.
it's a very challenging job being a sea
It was very
captain.
challenging and difficult job.
Yeah. There's lots of dangers. Did you ever go sailing with your dad?
I did sometimes when I was a child. Yeah, I did.
Yeah. You must love that, right?
Yeah, I did. That's why I followed the same occupation with him. educated at operation and transport management. So I have followed his path.
Wonderful, wonderful. So your life revolves around navigation, just like his world
Around
revolves
navigation,
around
yes.
navigation. Wonderful, wonderful. What do you hope readers learn about your dad, learn about men of honor like him, learn about courage, learn about resilience from reading your book?
I believe that the audience will give the strength to the parents and to young children and share their lives with their children.
Yes. Wonderful, wonderful. Well, you've done such a great job on this book and in honoring your father's memory. I know he's very, very proud of you. And I think lots and lots of generations going forward will learn from the lessons that your dad instilled on you, instilled on your family, instilled on his crew, and brought to
Yes.
life. Before we leave
He
you
was a
today,
great
anything
hero.
else you want the folks at home to know about your father or your family or this book?
Yes, I would just want to know to say that the book also encourages that it's also a reminder that not all heroes are loud. Many are silent, but they are deeply loving. And this is also the main point of the main point of view for the book.
Exactly, exactly. He was a quiet, powerful presence. And like you said, you don't have to be loud to be a leader. In fact, I
Yeah.
think just the opposite. I think peace and strength and courage comes from the quiet heroes among us, like your dad. And you've done a great job, absolutely, in honoring him. The name of the book is Man of Honor. It's not just the story of Kristos Kapatou. It is a timeless reminder of what it means to love deeply, fight bravely, and live with purpose. Elena, thank you so much for joining me here today.
Thank you so much, Logan. It's been a pleasure for me.
It's been a pleasure speaking to you as well. To the folks at home, I'm Logan Crawford, thanking you for your time this time until next time on Spotlight.